Welcome back to FryMinis. I'm Julie, and today I'm unboxing the WizKids Boneyard Mini set. Welcome back to the channel. As I said, I'm Julie and I'm filling in for Eric today. He is not feeling well because it is allergy season here in Texas. If you watched our live stream yesterday of the March to 500 contest giveaway, you already know that he was sniffy and not in the best mood. So today I'm filling in with your friendly video unboxing this mini set, and Eric will be back next week with a full review, his expertise and insights. For today, I'm just gonna unbox a bunch of minis and have some fun. I don't know much about this set, but it's going to be a joyride. I can guarantee you that. Let's get started. All right, so we have here a brick of minis from the WizKids Boneyard set. Each brick contains 8 boxes and each box contains 4 minis. So Eric ordered this from Miniature Market. He actually ordered it from another website and it did not arrive in time. So as I said, he'll be back next week with a completely new brick doing his unboxing. Holy wow. This is an incredible mini. The way that this zombie is falling apart but still has its skin in addition to the bones being exposed and all this blood red color, this is disgusting. It's super impressive. If I liked zombies, I'm sure I would love this, and it's not like any mini I've ever seen before, but it is gross. Super great job. Excellent sculpt on this Tyrannosaurus zombie. It's really, really good. Next up is the Sword Wraith Warrior. This is a really cool mini. I tend to like the ones that are clear plastic. They just add such a nice effect to the table without being as difficult to paint as something that's actually solid and you're trying to get kind of a ghosty effect to it. It's really nice. They've got kind of that built-in sheen to them. Great detail in the shield. Lots of movement in the cape. I think this is a great mini. It looks really good. Okay, this is a Ghast, just a regular old Ghast, and it is ghastly. You can see its tongue sticking out of its mouth like that. It's got that kind of broken human body that isn't moving quite right pose to it. It is just... look at those claw hands. I would not want to encounter one of these in game or in real life. This is very well done, and his spine almost looks like it's missing, like it's indented instead of sticking out, so that contributes to his weird pose, I suppose, but this is gross. Next up, we have this little atrocity. I love it! Look at those eyes and the mouth, and those are not just painted on, they're actually hollowed out in the mini so that it almost looks like a dinosaur's face structure, like really eye sockets and that creepy pointy smile at the edges. This is terrifying. It is just called a skeleton, but it looks amazing. I have never seen a mini like this, and another something nice that is scary but not gory, and that's an important distinction for people like me. Blood is okay, I guess, but I don't need a lot of it. It never needs to be gratuitous, and this doesn't have any, but it's still ooky spooky and an incredible mini. I love this thing. This is an Adiug. I don't even know what to say about it. It's horrifying. It looks muddy and gross. It doesn't have eyes. It just has kind of suckers and additional teeth on these tentacles that it has. Its mouth is disgusting. I hate this. Ooh, this is an awesome piece of decor. This is it's a poltergeist. I watched that movie too young as a child, and I remember the maggots coming off of that guy's face, and then also that old lady saying, "Go into the light." So that's a little something about poltergeist. As far as D&D poltergeists go, I don't know anything, but I love this mini. Talk about dynamic and fun and not something horrifying and disgusting, just something cool to have around. You could have a regular table on the table, and then when a player interacts with it, it could spring to life and you could swap out minis and put this one down instead. It'd be a really nice surprise. Okay, this is another awesome one. It looks a little bit like Hexus from Fern Gully. It is just another Wraith. So this, look at that hand reaching out to get you, those ooky spooky eyes. this amorphous, weird body shape that's just, you can almost hear it, like that spectral, flowy noise. I am tempted to build a character around this mini, even though I know I can't, but like, this is cool. Last one in box number 2 is this Lich. Look at the nice detail that they did on this cloak, that they didn't have to, that they've got a good, I thought it might be a face, but it's not, knee pad. And again, a cool spell effect that just looks great. Excellent color scheme, super dynamic with the cape. Another detail they didn't need to add, they've got a necklace that's got its own color scheme on it. Great detail. I don't know what this is, but I love it. It looks like a pile of snot. Okay, what is this? Ochre jelly. Yeah, it lives up to the name. It's disgusting and I love it. Oh, you can just feel and hear the like slopping, glopping of this thing. It's puddle shaped. It's just, oh, I love it. This is a cool mini to have on the table. Ooh, it's a mummy with pink hands. Nope, just says mummy. I don't know why their hands are pink and their mouth is pink too. I, again, love the detail that they've put into this mini. It's so nice when you open up a box of pre-painted minis and it's better than anything you could have painted yourself. That doesn't always happen, depending on your level of painting expertise and the kind of minis that you're unboxing, but this set so far has really delivered. I love all the gold detail. You can tell that this isn't just a regular old mummy, it's a fancy mummy. So especially for some of the minis that Eric has painted, if he's doing a bunch of mummies, because you usually don't encounter just one, he'll paint them all kind of the same. So this would be a great mini to stand out as the leader of the mummies, or a final boss in a mummy dungeon or crypt, whatever you want to call it. This is a great mini. Okay, this is just labeled a skeleton. It's obviously an archer. And although it does have more sunken eyes than I would have expected from a regular skeleton, it doesn't have that super creepy mouth that the other skeleton had in this set. It looks pretty good. It's got a nice detail of the torn clothes back here, so you can see some of the exposed bone. That's something I wouldn't expect to see in a mini. Again, nicely added detail, and there it is again. Otherwise, you know, not all of the minis can be winners, and I'd say that this one is fine. It's cool looking, a good thing to have, but it doesn't blow me away. Okay, last one in this third box is yet another poltergeist. Great mini, and never a bad idea to have 2 of these things. I hope that we don't get more than 2, because that would make the room feel pretty crowded. But these are great minis to have. Oh. This is an elder obelix. Ew. This looks like a period clot. That's what this looks like. I don't know what it is. The splatters and kind of tendrils at the bottom could be because it was just plopped out of space and that's the way that it splattered when it landed, or they could be individual tentacles or arms coming to get you. Oh, gross! If you look closely, I'm not sure I'll be able to get it in focus here, but there are faces coming out of it. So it's not just, you can kind of see it there. It's not just a lumpy, bumpy ooze orb. There are faces in it. Ew. I don't know if this person in front is a leader of the obelix or what's going on there, but it is gross. Excellent. Another skeleton. This is a great pose. I love that either he's won or lost, but he is yelling to the sky, and he's got that kind of distorted jaw, the way that the other skeletons in this set have. This is cool. I'm especially excited that he looks like maybe he was a dwarf in his past life. He's just got a different shape than you're used to seeing with a skeleton. But this one's a little bit stout and much shorter, and I really like this sculpt. This is very cool. This is gross. First of all, I believe this mini got its makeup tips from the Joker and Bane combined. It's got red smears from lip to lip that doesn't look as cute as a Furbolg nose. It just looks like paint. It doesn't even look like blood, and I don't know whether that's intentional. This is a regular old zombie, so that's probably meant to be blood. It looks a little brown. The skin color on it is good. Again, a dynamic pose. It's great that it's got kind of broken, busted shoulders. It doesn't look like it's moving quite right. It just contributes to the horror that we've all seen, like that girl crawling out of the TV in the ring. Ooh. Nice mini. It doesn't blow me away. Nothing all that special about it other than his bad makeup job, but who am I to judge? I love this. It is a big fat frog. If you watched our video of my favorite pre-painted minis, you already know that I think fat frogs are some of the best things in the entire world. This is not a battle toad, it's a death slod, but I'm gonna call it a battle toad because that's what feels right in my heart. And I think this battle toad is great. Look at these spikes. The shoulder blades have spikes, his spine has spikes, his hand has spikes coming out of the back of his hand. Ugh. He's like Wolverine the Battletoad, and I love him. I would die for him. I think he's magnificent. Great pose, funny little buns. I love this. This is my new favorite mini, and I'm not giving it back. Okay, next up we have a dude. It's a vampire spawn, according to the bottom of it, and looks like a dude with bad facial hair. I hate this and I don't want to talk about it. It's like a centipede made out of spines. It's a bone naga. Eric was painting one of these on our Friday night Discord painting nights that we do. So 8:30 Central Time on our Discord, we do painting chit chat. So you can join, turn on your camera, come with a mini to paint, or just to kind of hang out for a little while. Eric painted one of these. I hated that one. I hate this one. It's gross. Look at it. Juvenile Kraken. Wow. The paint job on this is very interesting. I really like this gradiated soft orange that they have here. The nice detail of a spiral type thing that almost looks like octopus arms or a wave that are on either side of its mantle. This is a cool mini. I don't want to encounter it. Oh, that's really beautiful too. It reads on the camera as iridescent. It's not. It's almost a flat or eggshell type paint, but it's got a beautiful effect to it that's nice to reflect the blue features going on here. This is cool. I don't want to encounter it, but I'm happy that the mini is part of our collection. What is happening? Spawn of Caius. I don't know what this is, but I really like it. I'm hopeful that this person just got Nickelodeon slimed, although that may not be what's happening here. It just looks like a regular person type mini getting eaten alive or possessed by or overcome by this green slime. This is really cool. It's gross, and I like it. Okay, this is Deathlock, A Deathlock, B Deathlock, Captain Deathlock, Deathlock. Yeah, an interesting mini. The face isn't the best paint job that I've ever seen. I can't tell if it's meant to be a humanoid or a zombie or a mummy. I'm not totally sure what's going on there. I like this mage hand-like effect. You can see they've got their real hand and then a magical one coming out of their wrist, a little bit like Spider-Man. So I hope they're trying to pick a lock with that. WizKids always does a good job at creating dynamic garments in the minis that they make, and this is no exception. It looks great. Not quite sure what this thing is, but I wouldn't hate seeing it on the table. Okay, this is Addams Family vibes thing. I love it. It is a crawling claw, and the name really says it all. It's a green, disgusting hand with gross, white, long fingernails, and it's coming to get you. Okay, and the large mini in this set is a warhorse skeleton. As a person who doesn't really like horses, I'm fine that this horse is dead. I love the torn remnants of its saddle blanket that look like it is fused to the bone. It adds to that sense of decay, and whether it was intentional with the paint job or not, let's give them the benefit of the doubt and say yes. It just looks like it's melted into the bones. You can see some of the saddle itself has worn through to give more of that blanket. It's just, this is a good looking mini. If you're going to tell me there's a horse skeleton, this is the kind of thing I want to see. Okay, you can tell me that this is a carrion crawler, but this is a worm covered in poop. Poop and or chocolate sauce. Look at the drizzle on that thing. I hate this. Ooh, another transparent mini with an iridescent glow to it. Oh, this one is cool. This is the Phantom Warrior, and it looks great. I can definitely envision meeting this on the battlefield as kind of a telltale shimmer, the way that Predator looks, and just being absolutely horrified. I don't know what kind of spell effect is coming out of its back in like cloudy, curly tendrils, but I'm terrified to meet this mini and also super excited about it. I love this mini. This is very cool. Oh! A very spooky person who's screaming and pointing at you in the night, and you pee your pants. This is just called Zombie. Good sculpt. Fine paint job. Looks like a zombie. This zombie has pointed ears, so I'm guessing it is an elf zombie. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, this is a will-o-wisp. At our table, we love to say it in a silly way, like will-o'-the-wisps. It's got great transparency, so it looks like it's actually glowing. Cool that the orbs are all different shapes and sizes and heights. Looks great. What's happening? This is a hill giant skeleton, and just like I said with the dwarf looking skeleton that I unboxed before, this one, it's excellent to see a skeleton that doesn't look like a regular old human skeleton that hangs in a science lab someplace. The giant rib cage is, ugh, it's gross. It's partially broken. The way that he's kind of standing with his lack of butt out, like, I don't know if that's good baseball stance, but it looks silly. I just really like it. I know it's supposed to be intimidating, but it's just, all I get is like, swing bada, but it's like a middle-aged dad playing baseball with his friends, you know? I can't be scared of this. I just think it's too sweet and too silly looking. The paint job on it is good. It's got a good gross wash to it. How a skeleton is able to furrow its brow, I'm not quite sure, but it's magical, so let's not think about it too much. This is nice, but it'll just be silly to me. I would laugh anytime this were on the table. Drowned assassin. Those might be barnacles. Barnacles to me, disgusting. Something about them is just foul, and I think this might be covered in barnacles, and thus I don't want to touch it anymore. Hello. Vampire spellcaster and spells she can cast. Great spell effect going on in the background here. It's swirly. I don't see any skulls or definite shapes in it, but it's just ooky spooky. Looks really good. Love the pose that this mini has. Great example of a woman who didn't need a boob window or the tightest outfit imaginable. This is great. I really like it. This is a specter. This is cool. Great that it's not a human form exactly. You've got the human form coming out of the top, but otherwise it's just this creepy shape. You can't tell how big it's going to get or how many people's souls it can eat all at once, but this is a pretty cool mini. All right, that is it for my brick of the WizKids Boneyard mini set. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. I had a blast, and I hope you did too. I will be taking the Battletoad mini with me wherever I go. I might just steal him and not let Eric know that I even unboxed it. So thanks for keeping that secret with me. I appreciate it. Eric will be back next week with a whole new brick of this same set, the WizKids Boneyard set. He'll be doing his unboxing, so you'll get his insights, opinions, expertise, all that kind of stuff. Really looking forward to watching that, and I hope you'll join me in doing so. Thanks so much to our patrons, aka the Spud Club. Really value your support of the channel. It means the world to me and to Eric, and it helps us do things like unboxing videos, ordering the books, getting supplies, having paints, all that kind of stuff. Your support makes the channel possible. If you'd like to join our Patreon account, that would be awesome. It's patreon.com/FryMinis. You can also join us on Discord, Twitter, Instagram, all at FryMinis. Looking forward to engaging with you again soon.